AITA for telling my family no more to monthly family dinners. Ever since my dad was a kid, the family has done monthly family dinners, nicer ones than your average family dinner. It's something our family did when my siblings and I were kids too. When my siblings and I grew up, we still did it, only instead of it just being us, we brought our own kids and spouses. By the time I was 19, the family had decided we should take turns hosting each month to lessen the burden. My wife was excited to be a part of them at first. We started during our relationship. I did the cooking to start, and then she took over after a while because she wanted to. My family had seemingly got along with my wife before this point, but they were overly critical of her cooking, with the exception of my two younger siblings. She tried to make them happy, but nothing changed. I told them they could be kinder. They said she should cook better or cook different things. My wife didn't make anything they don't eat. Over time, she grew frustrated and I grew suspicious. So we hosted a couple of months ago, and I told my wife we were going to pretend I did the cooking, just to see. She told me she thought that just didn't like her cooking. I pointed out nobody had the same amount of complaints as them, and they even criticized the steak and potatoes they all seemed to go crazy for. She went along with the plan, and when my family thought I'd cooked it, they loved it. Said it was so good my wife had decided to let a real talent take over. That it was so nice to have something a little different and all this very lovely stuff. My younger brother and sister weren't fooled, but they enjoyed watching the rest of the family dig the hole even deeper. When the rest of my family heard it was my wife's food and not mine, they tried so hard to backtrack on all the nice stuff. The rest of the dinner continued in silence, and my wife's eyes were opened. I told her I was done with these dinners, and she was my priority. Obviously, she felt terrible for that. I told her we could have dinners with my younger brother and sister, though. It's less stress anyway. When we didn't show up for the last two dinners, my family started asking questions. I told them we weren't going, but actually missing two made it sink in. They told me we need to be there, but I told them no. My wife doesn't deserve their disrespect. I told them they ruined what they wanted by being assholes to her. They said I was overreacting, making very relationship-harming choices, and treating them badly for simply having issues with my wife's food. They also said to think of future kids and how they'll miss out. That got to my wife, but I reassured her. So,